Hello, it's Jim. Today we are going to start building a FlatNose RACECAR J. Let's get started. The idea behind the FlatNose is that we have this prototyping area up here so that we can mount different types of sensors, including an RP LiDAR or a different type of camera, things that are different than the MIT RACECAR configuration. Let's get started on our build. Okay, let's open up our package. It says, look inside. Cardboard aside. This is the bottom of the platform. To remove it from the sheet, press it from underneath. Should give a little bit. And then pull it up. Make sure that you clear out all the little tabs. Just use a pencil or something, a screwdriver. I think that got all of them. This is the bottom of the platform. The top side of the platform is the one where it got laser cut. There's a little bit of residue left on that, so let's clean it off with some isopropyl alcohol. We like a clean machine. This next step is optional. We are going to tap the standoff holes using a 440 tap. There are 8 holes altogether, 4 for the IMU, and then 4 for the Jetson. I like to tap the holes over this piece of sticky paper. It makes cleanup easier. Pretty simple to do. Make sure you don't put the tap through your hand or your finger. Okay, we're ready to detach the backing paper. Now let's detach our top platform. And again, we just want to make sure everything has been popped out. Okay, we're ready to detach the backing paper. And let's wash it down with a little bit of isopropyl alcohol. Here's the dirty side. Let's make sure this one's clean too. The reason that we ship the platforms still attached to the sheet is so that you'll have some extra material in case you want to build something like a bracket. Let's put the sheet aside. And now we're ready to install the standoffs. Let's open this up. There are 4 standoffs for the IMU. And we install 4 standoffs for the Jetson. Then we use a 3/16 inch socket to snug them up. Do not over tighten them or else they will break off. If they break off, they are very difficult to remove. You don't want to do that. Now we are ready to install the electronic speed controller and the USB hub. Let's turn this over. This is the same procedure as on a big mouth platform. We're going to do a little cheat and look at that video, and then we'll be right back. The next step is to install the standoffs for the upper platform. These are the 2-inch long standoffs. Take them out of the package. This is a good time to clean them. These have already been cleaned. The registration marks are basically right behind the IMU mounting area. So that lines up there. Then we can see the other 4 holes here. We are going to use some 440 7/16 inch screws to hold the standoffs in. And then we tighten up the standoffs. Before we do that, let's check the fit here. Make sure we picked up the right holes. And they line up. We use a number 1 Phillips head screwdriver. Use this little wrench to hold it and just snug it up. And do that to all of them. The next step is to install the electronic speed controller. Let's open it up. If you buy the kit, this is the version that is supplied with it. This is from Inertian Boards. It's called a FOC box, F-O-C-B-O-X. There are 4 mounting holes, and there are holes drilled in the deck to accept that. We mount the ESC using some machine screws. These are 3mm by 8mm. Let's open these up. Only going to use 4 of them. We'll put the rest in a little baggie. Make sure they don't wander away. This is the rear of the car. We want the 3 wires to go towards the rear. We can use a 2mm driver to tighten these up. In order to mate with the steering servo wire, we use an extended header. The full kit comes with a couple of them. We only need 1. It goes right in here. And now we're ready to install the USB hub. Let's take our USB hub out of the box. This is an Amazon Basics 7-port USB 3.0 hub. We just need the hub itself. Put this aside. There's some protective wrapping on it. There are a couple of ways to mount the USB hub onto the platform. Inside the case, there's a PCB which holds the ports. To remove the PCB, you would remove these rubber feet, and underneath that, you have the screw access. There are holes in the deck to mount standoffs, which will line up with the PCB board. For this application, I use 3M dual lock tape. So if you bought the kit, you'll get this little package of tape pre-cut. Take off the backing tape. Line it up here. Make sure it has good contact. So we want to line it up here. We don't want it exactly on the edge. Space it back about ½ an inch, it looks like. What I do is click it just on the edges, and remove the backing tape. You want to make sure that the ports face outward. Press down a little bit on it. Make sure that the tape makes good contact. And we should be good to go. Before we snap down the USB hub, let's run a USB cable underneath it. These two pieces of tape provide a little bit of a raceway for us. We'll grab a 1 foot, this is a USB 2.0 cable, micro B to USB A. This is flat cable. This comes with the RACECAR kit. Let's plug this into the electronic speed controller. We'll run it underneath the battery power. Then we'll line this up here with our tape and press it down. Then we can plug the cable into the USB hub. These cutouts in the platform can be used for cable management. Just run a zip tie through here. And once everything is installed, we have our USB here and our ESC there. The main difference between the FlatNose platform decks and the Big Mouth is that the FlatNose has this prototyping area towards the front of the vehicle. There are pre-drilled patterns for an RP LiDAR A2, which we are going to use in this particular project. In part 2 of our platform build, we will install the RP LiDAR and the Jetson itself along with the IMU. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.